Namaste, you guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm Jeni Ji. Now, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get weekly and daily video content and more. And make sure you pay attention to my video I did recently back in, I don't know, beginning of January on my predictions for this year. Some of it has already happened and it's starting. So really pay attention, you guys, because this week I'm doing my Cosmic Weekly Vibes, which is going to show you, and I'm going to explain to you what you can expect every single day, what you could be feeling, how to utilize and work with this cosmic energy, and so on. This week is literally off the charts. We have Master Number Day. We have the full moon in Leo. Meow. For all of those Leos out there, I'm a Leo. Meow. Hear your kitty sing and growl and meow. That's all I'm going to say. So, anyways, you all know I have a twisted sense of humor for those of you who know me. So, now this week, you guys, we the people are going to be taking our power back. You are going to be like, enough is enough. We've had enough shit from these so-called leaders, as I've been talking about for quite some time in my videos. So this is a week where you can be like, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of that. I'm taking my power back. We've had enough. We have had enough. So I don't watch the news. I read into the energy and so on. I don't want nothing to do with it. However, when you zoom into the energy worldwide in certain situations, I can see it. I have people, hey, let's talk about the events. Let's talk about worldwide events. I don't want to do that. I'll talk about it in interviews, that when I get interviewed on other shows and on my videos, but I don't talk about it in person to person with people because it's so out there. I'm very sensitive. I can read the energy very quickly, just like that, of what's going on and what will happen. So don't take any offense, you guys, for those of you saying, hey, let's have a chat about the events. No, thank you. You can catch it here on my video on my YouTube channel. So this is why you have to subscribe to Jeni. I'm just saying, right? So now the 20th of January, you guys, this is a day where your shoulders and your arms and your hands could be feeling more sensitive, and your lungs as well. So your sleep, you're going to find, has been on and off, right? And it's also like an energy day for you to pay attention. It's the master number day, high vibration. Pay attention, because this energy right now, you're getting these pre-signs on the 21st of January. It's completely off the charts. It's a huge day for you guys. That's the day when you could be like, that's it. I'm standing up for my rights. That's not okay with what you're trying to do, or how you're trying to control society, or how you're trying to control this, or how you're trying to control me. Whatever it is, really pay attention, because we the people are standing up for our righteousness. We've had enough. You're really going to have that willpower to shift forward in quantum leaps in your projects with what you want to do. All of these changes that you're like, what changes does I want to do today or for the year? Start writing it down. Don't worry about how. You can always book a reading with me, soulworkofjenny.com. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, for goodness sakes. I can give you those confirmations you need with my insights, what is going to help you take your power back, what blocks you have are in front of you to stop you from getting forward. So no matter what's going on this day, it's important to trust the universe. I know, Jeni, but so many things are just going wrong. I understand that. We all have situations that we're dealing with because of these so-called world leaders are trying to gravitate you by the throat and not want you to live your life. How many of you are stuck because of this, because of that? Seriously, right? So you still have to move forward with what you're doing, what you're working with, and you're going to be like, you can't treat me like that. If it's to a partner, if it's to a friend, if it's to like your business partner, your job, whoever it is. And maybe you're like coming to terms with, I have to shift forward. Yes, you do. You have to believe in yourself, you guys. So really, really pay attention. Like as I'm talking, I'm literally getting those little kind of vibrations going up my arms and so on. Utilize this high vibration, the 20th, the 21st. Really kick it up a few notches and go forward. Believe in you, believe in your dreams, because you can make it happen. I'm making some huge major changes this year. I'm going to shock a few people, but that's just me. I walk into the unknown and I don't have these setbacks holding me back. I just go right forward. Enough, right? It's when we get to that breaking point, we can really shift forward in quantum leaps. Like spirit in the universe has that tendency to put roadblocks in front of us on purpose. They test us to see, are you going to stay there? Are you going to move forward and trust and believe in yourself and trust where the universe is taking you? You have to believe in that. You have to believe in you guys. Seriously, let me know what's going on. Let me know what you're struggling with. You can do it. Don't take no for an answer. I used to do sales for many, many years once upon a time ago. And I would talk to some very, very, very powerful people. And I'd try to get an appointment with them to see them and so on. And they like brush me off, brush me off, brush me off. And I'd be like, okay, they said no to me today, but I'm somebody that doesn't take no for an answer. That's just me. And I would keep phoning and phoning and phoning every month, right? Even though if it's a 2-second phone call, even though they hang up on me. However, you keep going because I can tell you the big person, powerful person who I wanted to see that meeting with and sell my services to. This is when I used to work in the credit industry. He booked me in and he says, Jeni, because you're persistent, because you kept phoning me for what, a year and a half, I'm going to see you. I'll give you 5 minutes. There I go. Yay. I went in there and I nailed the deal. Boom, just like that. Made a lot of serious cash back in those days, right? Just saying. So whatever it is you're working towards, you can do that. Believe in you, right? So you might find on like the 23rd and the 24th, you could have a little bit more sensitivity with your stomach and your breast and your womb areas, right? Because our planetary alignments where we are, it affects our body differently. And also your animals as well. Your animals are very sensitive. I'm an animal communicator. So I talk to your animals and the animals that have passed on and the animals still here currently. And oh my goodness, you'd be surprised what messages as I get. Like, holy smokies. I literally can sit for hours and hours tuning in and hearing messages from animals around the world who've also passed on as well. So there's going to be more messages coming out with that further in something else I'm working on. So now the 22nd and the 23rd, you are going to see more clarity. You're going to see more clarity where you're at. You could be like, you know what? I'm reflecting a lot more on, what's not working for me, right? That vibrational, the 20th and the 21st, off the charts, Pluto, Aquarius, all of that, right? And you're going to be like, I need to revamp things. I need to reflect on things. Oh, but Jeni, you can't do that. You can't go that direction because this catastrophe is going to happen and this is going to happen. Well, screw you. Who do you think you are to tell me how to live my life? You have to live your own life. You can get suggestions. You can be open to it. When you walk in the modality of fear, you put your life on hold. Pay attention to that. That very well could be their perception. You have to walk your soul's footprints for your soul's heartbeat within what resonates with you, no matter what. And we have to look at reality as well, you guys. We can do things and so on, but we also have to say, okay, let me look at reality with things as well. What feels right for me? Listen to your inner goober. That's your GPS talking, you guys. Seriously. So you might find that day you're going to want to be more grounded and you can ground yourself. Go hug a tree. I always say go hug a tree, go for a walk in nature, so on, move your body around, let go of that stress and so on, right? Let's make that happen, you guys. So the 24th, you're going to find that your sleep is light. You're going to be like, oh, you're going to have that energy and that kind of feeling of, I can feel something is burning inside of me. I can feel something is brewing. I can feel something is coming to me. I am open to positive changes. I'm declaring it. I'm declaring it. Amen. You can make it happen because you're feeling that energy of the full moon. The full moon in Leo, as I call it. I'm double the fire sign, Leo, fire, passion, zest, fire horse, double the fire, baby. That's right. You got it. So this is the wolf moon, the wolf full moon, right? You might hear wolves howling that day. Let me know if you guys do. I used to howl with my wolfhound, with my Irish wolfhound McTavish. We'd go, ow, and he'd start howling. I did it before with the other dog I was looking after when my stepmother passed away and my dad couldn't handle their dog Obi. I took Obi in myself and we would howl. We would literally howl every night, not just during the moon. We would howl every night. I have a recording of that. It's just so cute, so cute. So when you tune into your animals and the vibration of it, you can really make some magic happen. So I hear coyotes every night howling throughout the whole entire day and through the night and such like that where I'm living right now. It's very cool. Then I get messages from them too. So this wolf moon, by the way, you guys, your sleep is going to be off because the energy and the vibration of the moon. Put your crystals outside or by the window, and it's not a really good day for surgery. If you have surgery, I get it. It can happen. It can be a very intense day. New relationships could open up. Maybe you're going on that date that day. You can find that you're more passionate. You're going to be feeling that you're going to want to evolve more. You're going to want to have more growth. You're going to feel more courageous to move forward, whatever it is, whatever direction you're working towards. But just really watch your blood pressure that day. Really watch your blood pressure, like especially, of course, certain days can be very intense. Full moons can be very intense, which can make our blood pressure go up because we're upset, we're anxious, we're angry, and so on, right? So you could be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and just kind of take that time out for you. Like one of the crystals I always wear during full moons and certain times is hematite. Actually, I don't have any hematite on me today, and I've packed all my crystals pretty much, right? It's like a black crystal, black silverous crystal, and it will help keep you grounded. There's other crystals and such that can help you keep grounded. And always gravitate towards what crystals, for those of you who are into crystals, that make you feel grounded, really make you feel grounded. Like I talk to stones and it's such like that, even walking along the beach in Hawaii, I'll pick up those sacred rocks and I'll get messages from them and, very powerful messages, right? I'm just very sensitive. I pick up on energy with literally anything that has a heartbeat and a soul. Plants or trees, anything of Mother Nature has its own sacred heartbeat, as I call it. Energy is energy. So you guys might find on the 26th and 27th, pay attention to that day as well, because what you do on the 26th and the 27th of January, you're going to see those results coming forth in April this year. So circle those dates on your calendar. Like, what are you starting? What's happening those days? Just really pay attention. Really pay attention because we're going to get those pre-signs, as I call it, and you're really going to want to, really stay very authentic. You should always be authentic no matter what, right? Always stay true to you because you're going to find that you're going to start gravitating away from certain people. You're going to want to be more surrounded by your true friends, your soul tribes, your real soul connections. And you're going to be like, I just don't connect with, this person, or if it's this job anymore, or like, whatever it is, and move your body around that day and make sure you're drinking a lot more water. Like you might even find that day you're going to want to make changes with your appearance. If it's maybe, like getting a new hairstyle or new color, maybe changing your wardrobe. Maybe you're going to be like, I'm going to add some color into my home. maybe I'm going to like color the wall. Maybe I'm going to make these big changes and, maybe move my furniture around in my place or, but it's going to be coming more from a change within yourself, like a style change as well. So if those of you who are getting like a new hairstyle or making changes, whatever it is that day, let me know. Like I love chatting with you guys, right? I'm a really sociable, chatty person, right? To the right people, right? But I like hearing from you guys. Let me know what's going on with you guys. Like, for goodness sakes, tune into my podcast with my interviews and such. I might take a little bit of a pause from doing, like weekly interviews and such like that, because I've got other things going on. But there'll be interviews here and there as well. And if you also feel, by the way, you have an inspirational story that you'd like to share or something, let me know. Send me a message. Let me know, you guys. Let me know, for goodness sakes, right? So now we're going to talk about what messages are coming in from the universe, right? So because this is collective on YouTube, I'm going to be talking to the cards. What messages collectively does the universe want us to know from the 20th to the 27th of this month, right? So now, before you use any cards, right, make sure you clear the energy from them and knock them on wood. Like I've cleared these cards before I've even picked them up, by the way. And whenever I'm with a client, I don't use cards because I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, right? So I read your energy, where you're at, give you my insights with a lot of different clarity and solutions as well to help you guys, right? And answer all your questions. Those secret questions, I can see them. Right. So anyways, so now let's ask the universe, what's the collective message from the 20th to the 27th? And you guys, I'm on Instagram as well, by the way. Start following me on Instagram. I put a lot of content up there and such like that. I'm under Jeni Cousins, right? You'll get a lot of information on there with a lot of videos and other content that I don't, always put up on all my other channels as well, right? So I'm just saying, right? So now let's ask the universe, the 20th from the 27th, what is the collective vibrational message? Vibrational frequency, we the people, righteousness. I'm somebody that stands up for other people, and helping other people and such like that, right? So, all right, now what's the energy? What's the message from the universe? It's the energy and the message from the universe, right? Too many cards fell out, wasn't feeling that, but it's the energy and message right away, right away, right away. Okay, earth magic. Mother Nature and its earth. And it's so interesting how we're going to be standing up for our righteousness with Mother Earth. When you treat Mother Earth with respect, the earth will treat you back by respect. When we start blowing up the planet like these so-called leaders are, trying to see whose pee-pee's bigger than the others, they got God to answer to. And they're creating that karmic energy onto themselves, right? Without talking about it, right? So now, earth magic. Oh, I love this card actually. Now, as I'm looking at it, I'll show it to you. This represents nature, rituals, and charms. And I love trees. Like I love trees, right? Anytime I paint, I actually sold all my art supplies and easels as I was moving to the islands and stuff like that. So now the tree in the background, he has a face. I love that. Look how mystical and old and ancient and wisdom he is. Go hug a tree, you guys. Seriously, go hug a tree and get in touch with nature, especially whenever you're trying to, if you're overwhelmed, right? We have a tendency to overthink at times and over process and such, and you're not going to see clarity, right? Go and touch for nature, tune your phone off, turn your phone off and such like that. Like I do photography as part of like a meditation for me. You can also follow me, Jeni Ji Photography, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, right, by the way. And I do that as a part of like a meditation for me. I don't bring people with me. I like to go on my journey alone and have time for me. Sometimes I'll bring my little dog with me. Sometimes I won't. It just really depends, right? And whenever you're open to the messages from Mother Nature, and sitting in the silence to hearing the wind speak, the energy and the vibration of the earth. To stay grounded, you're going to hear messages coming through even more. So really pay attention, you guys, right? So let's hear messages from the animal world, the animal kingdom. What messages for us from them? How many of you guys have animals? The 20th to the 27th, what's the message from our sacred animal kingdom? It's the message from our animal kingdom. Like I call all animals, even if it's a whale or an ant or a bird or a dog or giraffe or anything of all that species, right? Now, the energy of the animal that fell out is the swan. A swan's all about grace and beauty. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. You know, that day, how I talked about that we could be making some changes with our appearance on the 26th and 27th. Maybe that's the day you guys are making those changes with your appearance. If it's a haircut, changing your clothes, or you know, like whatever it is, you know, like maybe you're like, you know, I'm drawn to that type of clothing, or I want to wear bright clothing, or maybe I want to tune it down, or maybe I'm more gravitating towards this style, and so on and so on. Be you, be unique. Like I'm a very colorful person. So I wear a lot of colorful clothing. That's just who I am. I don't like the darkness. So I don't wear dark clothing usually, right? Pants, I usually pretty much hang out in yoga pants, right? So go in your direction that you resonate with always, always, right? So now let's talk to the crystals. Now make sure you guys put your crystals out during the full moon on the 25th to rejuvenize and reset the energy with your crystals. What is the message from our crystal world? The 20th to the 27th. Message from our crystal world. The land of the crystals. The message from our crystal world. Message from our crystals. Message from our crystals. Message from our crystals. Oh, yes, I have this crystal actually, but of course it's packed. You claws, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Blue. I love the color blue, of course. Blue also represents the throat chakra. So like if I'm doing like important like meetings and public speaking and certain interviews and stuff such like that, I will wear blue. If it's like my aqua blue or crystal, or I'll have some type of blue on me because that represents communication, throat chakra, right? You're speaking. So blue is a very powerful color for that. And it also reminds me of the deep blue sea. I love the ocean. I'm such an ocean warmth, climate type person with a lot of natural beauty and essence. I'm not a city person at all. I have been for many, many, many years, right? So let's top it up with another card from the universe from the 20th to the 27th. Wow. Right away, this card fell out. I mean, I love all animals, of course. This isn't an animal deck that I'm using, by the way. And it's interesting how this card fell out. It's of giraffes. Like, I find giraffes very unique. Their energy, of course, how they look, everything. And this is all about encouragement. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. This is a week where you're taking your power back, when you're going to be standing up for your righteousness. We're clearly seeing what these so-called leaders are trying to do to you, how they're restricting you. Even here where I'm living currently in Alberta, the so-called landlords are jacking up the rent so high because they're now saying it's all because of these reasons, which is a bunch of bullshit, by the way. So I'm not even going to go on about that and talk about it. However, a lot more truth is going to be exposed and come out. So you'll have to watch my 2024 prediction videos to get a lot more information about what my predictions are. And I do talk about that in my other videos as well with my predictions, but only if you're subscribed to Jeni and tuning into my channel. Now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, you guys. Let me know what's going on with you. I adore chatting with you. Follow me on Instagram, Jeni Ji Cousins, or I think it's Jeni Cousins. And I'm all over the place, right? And let me know what's going on. So I'm wishing you guys a very, 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 very powerful week. Stand in your own ground, what resonates and feels right for you. And don't let anybody tell you how to live your life. Namaste. Aloha.